Doing the right thing is something important to our next guest, very important in fact. And sometimes the right thing is just to go surfing, or boogie boarding as I call it. Brett Crozier, author and retired Navy captain. Sir, good morning. Thanks for being with us. Boogie boarding for me, by the way.
Sure.
We appreciate you coming on the show. You got this new book. Tell me about, you were the captain, USS Theodore Roosevelt. March of 2020, take me back to what was going on. We all know in terms of the pandemic what was going on, the uncertainty of March 2020. Take me back to that day on the ship.
Sure, I think like the rest of the world, we were trying to figure out what COVID meant, the risk, how fast it spread.
Sure.
You can imagine on aircraft carrier, if anyone's been to the Midway, there's not a lot of extra room on there. So things like social distancing and quarantine that we think about now was not a possibility. So we were really worried about the safety of the crew. We were watching the positive cases of COVID spread pretty dramatically, exponentially actually. So we wanted to make sure nothing was left on the table, do all we could, and make sure we got the help we needed.
This was a major outbreak on this ship.
Yeah.
You sent a letter. Is there any regret now about sending that letter?
No, I mean, I think the captain of the ship is ultimately accountable for anything that happens on your ship,
Sure.
especially the safety of your crew. So I don't think I'd ever leave anything on the table when it comes to taking care of my crew.
In other words, that letter you wrote basically to the higher ups in the Navy is like, you got to do something, you got to get these guys off. I like this quote, and I looked it up because I remember it from when you said, "We are not at war. Sailors do not need to die." I remember that quote from back then, and if we do not act now, we're failing to properly take care of our most trusted asset, our sailors. This ends up with you getting fired from the, I mean, I don't, back then I remember thinking, well, this guy's trying to do his job and protect these young sailors. Why did they fire you? Have you had time to process that in over 3 years?
Yeah, sure. I mean, I think, end of the day, I mean, I knew the risk when I sent the email. It was a cry for help.
You did, yeah.
But I also knew it was going to rock the boat, to use a Navy term. So with that comes some consequences, and I think at the end of the day, they felt uncomfortable with the extra media scrutiny and attention.
It was leaked to the San Francisco Chronicle.
And it got leaked to the Chronicle, right? So that caused them to kind of react. And again, it wasn't the outcome I wanted, but I knew that was a possibility when I hit send on the email.
I mean, this ended a 30-year Navy career. Any resentment
no, absolutely
against
not.
the Navy or anything
no,
like that?
I mean, I served for 2 more years after that.
Yeah.
I have my oldest son's a veteran. My middle son's in the Navy. So it's a family business for us, and I absolutely have no bitterness, and still the best and the strongest Navy in the world.
Your book, Surf When You Can. I like to say you're a big surfer. You had that photo
great,
earlier.
yeah.
I said, wait, is that you over there?
Yeah.
You're like, no, I don't think that's me.
Yeah.
Santa Clara, I think you were born there in California. Was surfing always part of your life? And you were an aviator, obviously, in the Navy as well.
Right.
Tell me how surfing plays a role in all of that.
Sure. I mean, I grew up.
That's you.
Is that me?
I don't know.
That is me. Wow,
There you go.
That's funny. I grew up surfing, but I certainly surfed more over the years. Moved 20 times in 30 years. That started with Hawaii, my first duty station, and it just kind of became a pastime. It's a way to get away from work and a way to kind of take a break. I'm a big believer in the life-work balance, and I think everybody needs to find a way to get away from work, email, cell phones, and you really can't bring your cell phone out on the break. So you get out there in the lineup and you just focus on surfing and think bigger thoughts that maybe actually make you a better leader when you're back at work.
Because when you're out there, it can be serene, it's quiet, it's calming, and you do get to think about a lot of things, right? Let's get back to doing the right thing, because it's kind of what's led you your whole life, right?
Sure.
That one moment in time when that happened in March of 2020, but you've always kind of, how do you deliver that message to people?
Yeah, I mean, I think, nothing's black and white, so it's easy to say looking back sometimes, but the reality is you stay true to your values. I learned early on that leaders take care of 3 things. That's take care of your people, take care of your people, and take care of your people. And so at the end of the day, if you're going to believe that, you're going to live that, when you're faced with some kind of adversity, you better stand up for that. And that's what I try to do at the end of the day.
Speaking of all these people, you've met a lot of people, right?
People,
have any of them inspired you, and in what way?
Sure, I mean, that's the benefit of the Navy and the adventures I've had. I've met tons of people all over the world. They've all been inspiring. I mean, I'll go back to growing up, my parents were my inspiration. They taught me early on the importance of relationships and being kind to people. And then my wife as well. We moved 20 times in 30 years. I give all the success, credit I get to my wife, who not only did that, raised 3 boys, but also started an IT company and has done extremely well. So, I just think I'm lucky that I had great parents. I chose a great wife, and I've got incredible friends. And every relationship I had, I think I learned from.
How does being a naval aviator and then being the captain of a ship like that compare to being an author, where you go to bookstores and sign books for people? I mean, is there something, do you take what you learned from your previous career into this as well?
It's still exciting. Maybe not as exciting as landing on the back of an aircraft carrier, but I enjoy the book tour. I enjoy talking to people about the book and sharing the stories and sharing lessons on life and leadership.
What do you want readers to take away from this book?
I think at the end of the day, you know, when you're looking back, you're not going to wish you worked harder or made more money. You're going to wish you had more relationships, spent more time with family, and if you're a surfer, maybe surf more. But I think things like discipline and hard work are extremely important to success, but so is being kind, you know, valuing relationships, you know, understanding how to communicate well. And I think those are the other parts of life that are extremely important, and I want to share those with folks.
Just you saying that disappointment is part of the process. It's very true. Yeah. I know we just put it up. I want to get that up again. Tonight, you're going to be at Warwick's in La Jolla at 7:30 p.m. signing your book, and I'm sure people will have things to ask you and chit-chat, and we only had a few minutes here, but it was an honor, so we appreciate you coming on the show. Captain, thank you very much.
Thank
Have
you
fun
very
tonight
much.
down in La Jolla.
Looking forward to it.
All
Thanks.
right, you got it.